Well, good afternoon. It's 12 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and get started here. I am Patricia Hatchett. I am Director of Admissions at Piedmont Community College. And today we're delighted to have Miss Sarah
Lytle.
Lytle from
Yep.
High Point University to talk about her university and the things that they can offer to you all. At this time, we're going to just give you a few ins and outs about what we're going to be doing today. The very first part is all students will be muted and your cameras will be off. If you would like to ask questions, there is a box here that is set up for you, where it's a Q&A. You can put your questions there, and Sarah will take the time to look at those. We do ask if it's something that's really burning, she can ask it in the middle of her presentation, but if not, we ask you to try to hold your questions to the end, where she will take that opportunity to speak with every one of you to answer your
Yep.
questions. If there's anything else, there's not the raise your hand button. We're going to have that disconnected. But at this time, we're going to turn it over to Miss Sarah.
All
You
right.
have a beautiful spring, so enjoy.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that introduction. My name is Sarah Lytle. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions at High Point University. I'm really excited that you guys are here today and to learn a little bit more about High Point and what the university could be for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. I've got a presentation we'll go over. And like the facilitator mentioned, feel free to ask questions. And, once I'm done with the presentation, we'll go through, I'll answer them as I can. And I just, as much as I can, I'll share information with you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll get started talking about High Point. All right, let me get over there to PowerPoint so it'll get started from the beginning. All right, excellent. So you'll see this message and mission written all over our campus. At High Point University, every student receives an extraordinary education in an inspiring environment with caring people. But what does that mean to you? So that means that we are going to spend a lot of time making sure that you're receiving top-notch education, getting that academic experience and excellence. We want to make sure that not only are you getting a great education, but you're provided an amazing environment to do it in with all the tools you need to be successful, as well as support you through your years at High Point to help you set up success when you are moving into the work world. So academic excellence, we talk about this a lot. We have over 60 different majors to choose from. Our top majors are here listed on the screen. Business, biology, exercise science, and psychology top the list, but we have 50 other majors to choose from. So whatever your interest is, whatever you're pursuing, we probably have that. We love to be able to help you learn as much about these majors as possible. So I can always help connect you with a professor, maybe introduce you to someone to help you understand what opportunities might be available to you at High Point. So extraordinary education to us means giving you that attention in the classroom. With a 15-to-1 student to faculty ratio, our teachers know our students. They like to teach on a campus that is smaller so they can connect with their students. They want to see you succeed. They want to support you in your efforts. And 100% of our classes are taught by faculty. So you're not going to have a teaching assistant. You're not going to have a TA who's showing up and handling a class session for you. Every class you take is going to be from a professor. In fact, right now we are holding in-person classes. So are fully on campus with our students and making sure that we're able to do that into the spring too. We're really excited to be able to provide that for you. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Apologies. Get that back there. I apologize for that. Here's the little button. There it is. So unique experiential learning is something that we do really well at High Point, and we think that is something that makes us different from other universities. We have hands-on experiences in all the majors that you can imagine. So this example shows Byron Pitts, the director of the nightly news on in the communications department. 25% of your experiences in the classroom is going to be hands-on, and you have access to industry leaders in all disciplines. So Byron Pitts for those in communications. In the business school, we have Mark Randolph, co-founder of Netflix. He comes to campus and helps guide our students. Steve Wozniak works directly with our computer science students. He's the co-founder of Apple, and what great experience would that be to have that on your resume. We also have something new that we're offering. We do have a guaranteed internship program. So if you spend time in the Career and Professional Development Office, they will be sure to help guide you and help find an internship that would build your resume and help you be really hireable when you graduate. We've got in the different in the different schools like education, we have student teaching. In criminal justice, we have the crime house. Our business students actually have a stock trading room where they can see and experience that firsthand. We want you to be comfortable in those areas when you are in them. This shows some of those innovators that you have access to. So Mark Randolph, like I mentioned, the co-founder of Netflix. Larry Quinn is an expert in his field. He runs the sales program as well as the sales club. Our students participate in things like the elevator pitch competition, where many of those students walk away with a job at the end of their at the end of the event. Cint Marshall in the lower corner, she is the CEO of the Dallas Mavericks. Our sports management students actually spent a week last January down in Texas, shadowing her throughout the day, just learning from her. So being able to really access these people is phenomenal. And as I mentioned, Steve Wozniak is there in the corner. Our computer science students actually produced a project with him, created a project with him, a self-driving golf cart. So an automated golf cart that the students were able to work directly with Steve and be able to, like I said, put that on a resume. It's pretty amazing. And we also have amazing facilities at High Point. They are state of the art. Things like the biomechanics and physiology lab, those are for exercise science students. That lab rivals some of the East Coast state schools, which is pretty amazing for a student, for a campus our size. We've got the Cult Planetarium, which is a brand new facility that we have that students in the sciences are going to be able to utilize, but also there's some fun things like shows on Friday evening, so fun casual things that you can do on campus. We have an actual live news and radio station that we offer where students learn behind and front of the camera if they're interested in the School of Communications, as well as things like the boardroom setting. We talk a lot about life skills at High Point. We want to make sure that you have the things that employers want when they are hiring. Employers want to see coachability, they want to see teamwork, they want to see that you're comfortable in a professional setting, in a professional environment. And so what we do is we spend a lot of time giving you life skills that will help you be really competitive when you go into that work world, into your career. Things like what the scene you see here is our steakhouse. It's a 5-star steakhouse. It's part of your dining plan, but it's also a learning lab where you're getting comfortable with dining etiquette, and you know that if you were to sit down with for a job interview, you'd be really focused on not what's going on the table, but connecting with your interviewee. That way, they'd come away thinking you have great skills, and you'd be able to work with clients easily. We are considered the premier life skills university. And so what we do in a lot of ways is we are making sure that you're comfortable in all the professional areas, so that you're comfortable with public speaking, that you're good with time management, that your presentation skills are polished and ready to go. We have a very purposeful campus that's built and constructed so that you can have access to all of these things. So we've talked about what you can do academically and the career and professional development, but what about the campus? What's the campus like? So we are located in central North Carolina. We are between Greensboro and Winston-Salem. We're about 50 miles or north of Charlotte. And it's a beautiful campus. We have about just under 500 acres of space. It's fully gated. We have new and newly renovated dorms. We've got pools. We've got 14 different eateries, including two Starbucks, a Jamba Juice, Chick-fil-A, Subway, as well as the steakhouse and several all-you-can-eat facilities. We've got three different student centers, workout facilities, just a really beautiful space for you to live in and learn. We want to be able to provide you with everything you need, with whether it's three different libraries or great practice fields to get out and do club sports or theater or arts, anything you can imagine. We do have a fantastic virtual tour on our website that you can definitely take advantage of if you'd like. Then we have in-person tours as well. So the student life is vibrant at High Point. Lots of great things going on a regular basis. We've got 16 Division I teams. So if athletics is something you're interested in or getting out and cheering your team on, we've got several different sports to go and watch. One of the exciting things that's happening right now on High Point's campus is that we are building a new basketball arena. So our new coach, Tubby Smith, who has led Kentucky to national championship, will have a brand new facility, and the students will have a great place to go cheer the team on, cheer the Panthers on. There are 100 plus clubs and organizations to get involved in, everything from student government to social to religious life, to service organizations, arts and sports, you name it, you can get involved in it. If it's something you've loved in the past and want to continue, you can do that. But there's so many new different things that you can take part in. There are clubs that are connected to academics. There's clubs that are connected to professional development, anything you can think of. There's Greek life. The club sports aspect at High Point is very big. We have several different club sports to take advantage of. So definitely get involved. As a transfer student, that's always something I stress, to jump in and take part in and everything that our campus offers. So we accept applications both in spring and fall. A student can transfer into High Point with 25 transferable credit hours. So you don't have to stay and get a 2-year degree. If you're just seeking, you could do 1 year and then transfer into High Point. When we're looking at your application, we're going to be looking at everything that you're involved in, your activities. Maybe you've been working, maybe you have been active on campus or beyond your campus currently. Your grades, of course, are going to be very important. At High Point, we like to see that you have at least a 2.5 or higher. We are not going to be interested in worrying about what you did in high school as far as grades, so that transcript's not necessary. Neither are standardized tests. So you have the opportunity to really show what you've done in the college classroom and show us your strength. Um, as you can imagine, the stronger GPA, the more scholarship opportunities that you have available to you. We have couple different transfer levels of scholarship, merit-based. You starting from 3.0, you would get 3.0 to 3.2. That's a $5,000 scholarship. 3.3 to 3.5, $7,000, and 3.6 and higher is $10,000 off per year. We also offer a special extra $1,000 bump to anyone who is in the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. So if that's something that you're in, be sure to note that on your application, and you'll get an extra $1,000 merit scholarship per year. You can apply for this upcoming January enrollment for spring 2021 if you're interested. The deadline is December 1st, and it is rolling admission. And as I mentioned, we are holding in-person classes. I know that's something that's very important to students right now, how that learning is happening on our campus. Our students have been very helpful and conscious of making sure that they have the experience, following lots of rules. They are masked in the classroom. Professors are feeling very confident and comfortable in that. So we're very excited, and we're planning on offering that same in-person class experience and dorm life in the spring. So if spring is something you're interested in, definitely reach out to me. I'm happy to guide you through that. The fall application, you can submit now. Fall review begins after January, probably beginning of February. If you've completed, again, it's rolling admission, so we'll start setting up or sending out admissions decisions as early as February 1st for that. So for our North Carolina students, we are members of the Independent Articulation Agreement with the North Carolina Community Colleges. So if you have completed an Associates of Arts or Associate of Science, you will have satisfied all your general education credits at High Point. There are two exceptions. If you haven't taken language under your AA, then you will need to do that here on the High Point campus. And then there's one more upper level junior senior class, a global studies class that all our students have to take to satisfy their gen ed. So you would have to take that. But you can come in at that junior level status. If you're coming in from South Carolina or just with that 1 year of credits, we'll go through line by line and give you your evaluation so you know exactly what you're getting. For the most part, credits do transfer 100% to High Point. It's just a matter of what they meet. So if it's something we don't have and it doesn't match up, you'll get an elective credit. If it's something that we'll let you know if it meets a general education or if it's something that would meet a specific major, that would be great. There are a few majors that are a little more tricky to transfer into than others at High Point. If you are an interior design student, an engineering student, or education student, we always recommend reaching out to me, and I usually set up an appointment for you to talk with the dean of those schools so they can lay out the pathway that it would take to graduate from High Point. So it does add a little bit more to your time. So even if you come in at that junior status, you may have more than just 2 years left. And that is always something that you want to check into about any major you're interested in, just to check with me, and we work closely with the registrar's office so that we can know exactly what you can expect and your graduation date, because I know it's very important. People want to know, how long will it take me? How will my credits transfer? And, and what will it cost? So we can help you with all of those opportunities. So we have a lot of great things that are going on our campus. Right now, you can, as I mentioned, take a virtual tour. We have virtual information sessions that happen each day at 3 o'clock. They're going to be a little more geared towards the first year students. So, if you want something a little more transfer specific, I do have openings every Tuesday. You can go on our website. You'll click on me as your admissions counselor, and you'll see you can sign up for appointments at 3 o'clock on the out or for 20-minute sessions every Tuesday. For Transfer Tuesday. So if you want a one-on-one advising counseling session, I'm happy to help you there. So definitely reach out. We have some things called Panther Perspectives. If you're on our website, you can take a look at what is offered. We have, they're usually topics and they're usually live. So one session was on financial planning, one was on club sports, one was on Greek life, one was on SGA. There were some freshman-based ones that you may or may not be interested in, but those are great. Typically, there's students involved in that, and that's a great way to learn a little bit more about what you could be as a student at High Point. There are in-person campus tours. So we are doing tours 7 days a week at High Point. You go out with a student ambassador on a golf cart and you get to see all the student centers, academic buildings, some dorm space, and then that's a great way to see if High Point is for you. And we're happy to be able to offer that. Obviously, we have, taking all the precautions so that you can come and visit. And it's a great way to really see if it's a good fit for you when you walk onto campus, and to see if the dorm life is what you like. We have so many great options. This is a really residential campus where our students do a lot. They live and learn here and really enjoy being here. So this is my contact information. I would love to hear from you, and I'll answer some questions here shortly. But if you have anything, you can always email me or call me at 336-841-9521. And my email, slytle@highpoint.edu. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here and see what is in the Q&A and see if there's anything anything that you all have to any questions. So feel free to answer or ask away. I am happy to answer questions about the living spaces, maybe what it's like to live on campus, what it's like to be, or maybe you have questions about the location, about High Point, the city. We've got plenty of things. One of the great things you can do, as I mentioned, the website has an infinite amount of information about just about anything you can imagine. If you wanted to see a little bit more about the dorms, we have 360-degree dorm tour, so you can go online and you can look at the different room setups. We have everything from the traditional one roommate hall bath to suite style, where you share one bathroom with a set of 6 people and 3 rooms and a common space. We have apartments, we have townhomes, we have patio homes, and we actually have an entire neighborhood filled with houses that the university owns. Again, as I mentioned, fully gated community, so safe and secure, making sure that you have all the access to anything that you would want. So a lot of great opportunities at High Point. Does anybody want to know more about career and professional development, or anything on a specific major? As I mentioned, we've got 60 different majors to choose from. Anything else? Well, I think that's all I've got. If we don't have any questions, I think we'll just wrap it up.
All right. If you all don't have any more questions, we want to just take the opportunity to thank Ms. Lytle for her information about High Point University. And we want to thank you all for joining and being a part of this on today. When the session ends, there will be a quick survey, a 4-question survey that will appear. We ask you to please answer those questions. Also, please check out our website at www.cacrao.org to sign up for more sessions. We have sessions going on today. We have them up until November the 6th, I believe is the last day of sessions. And this recording will be available at the same website, so you can check it again. They have recordings from earlier this week, and we'll have this one up probably later on this week. If y'all have any other questions, please feel free to put them in the box right now. If not, we're going to say thank you so much for coming, and you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.